Well, I give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and bishops that great millstone that teach this truth with labor night and day, making sure we are well fed, well equipped. Go out and search for the 144,000, 1/3, hope for elect. Peace and salutations to all the men that's in GMS. It's out there on the highways and hedges, making videos by any means, doing what they can in sincerity to get this word out. Shalom. Gonna make this a quick transit video. So, heading home. It's almost 10 o'clock. No snowfall. Calling out of well, not calling, but out of Baltimore, Maryland County. So probably wonder why I'm coming home all late. Had to pick up my kids so I could, go out for camp. And I had to do some other things. So, get home kind of late. But what I want to speak on is that no matter how this storm turns out, this is just a temporary thing. But the storm to come about this MOTB, this is something that it's gonna hit us. It's gonna hit us. It's gonna hit us hard, and we have to be very aware of that, because it's gonna be something that's gonna it's just gonna shock us when it comes. You're not gonna really know. They're gonna have little something major gonna happen though. Maybe where everything is, they ain't got no real records. They gonna say whoever probably had your last bit of records or whatnot, you need to come in and, get chipped. If not, you'll be considered a fugitive. Whatever how they gonna play it. But don't let this winter storm take your minds off the MOTB. Because that's gonna be the real storm, man. And you're not gonna be able to buy or sell. You're not gonna be able to buy or sell. And you're not gonna be able to do anything that you can, Say for instance you had a good amount of money stored away, you ain't gonna be able to use that. But with all protection from Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, that's what we have to look to. Because that's gonna be the real test. Is that. That's something that I think about all the time. I think about it every day, like how I breathe oxygen. I just think about it. It never leaves my mind. Even if I don't do a video on it, I'm thinking about it. Because that's the final test, man. That's the final test. But whoever's supposed to pass the test gonna pass that test. It was already written that you're supposed to pass it or you're supposed to fail it. And you might not think that you're going to pass it, but you might pass it. You might not pass it. So I'm hoping, Lord willing, pass that test. That's what I think about. I just want to be able to, be of that hopeful elect. To be able to, be with Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father. For me, I can't speak for others. It's like the truest way that I feel that I could be forgiven for all my sins. Even though all Israel, even the ones that don't make it, it's going to be forgiven of their sins. But I don't know. That's just the way I want to be forgiven. That's just me. I just want to be able to be of the hopeful elect. Be with the brethren. I'm hoping for that. Along with all the other brothers that's hoping for that. That's why we try to do what we can to get this word out. Because only the Heavenly Father knows who is of the hopeful elect and who He gonna use. Only He knows. And so it's just real crazy out here. We're gonna just be tested to the max. But I hope that all will be well after this ice storm hit. Hope it don't affect so we're not able to keep continuing going on the highways. Well, shoot, we're going to continue going on the highways hedges anyway. Ain't no snowstorm or no rain going to stop us. We got to think in our past lives what we used to do. A lot of us was warriors, man. A lot of us, was going out there and not playing around. Having our swords and shields. A lot of us just don't remember it. But that's how it's gonna be out here. You gotta remember that we come from a place of people that has been through a lot. We've been enslaved so many damn times. And been persecuted so many damn times. That's why, you can tell the difference when people try to say, oh, we're African. No, man. If you look at the African, man, the real African, they're real docile. The Israelites, we're not docile, man. A lot of us is holding back our anger and being mad because we've been through so much. And that's why when it comes to that time when Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and we are given these spiritual powers, and when we become the hunters, just it's gonna be no joke, man, because we daggone been through it. That's why the Heavenly Father, through His Son Yahweh Shai, is putting us through the test so we can show restraint. Because if we don't show restraint, like I said before, there'll be no Edomites on this earth. We daggone zap out and just take them all out in one night because of our anger. And see, if you really look at it, man, just like how they showing these Black Panthers, man. They was to really, have that authority and power, that's exactly what they would do. They would zap out all these Edomites in one night. That's what they would do. But if they do that, how would they have to pay for their sins? There's no way that they would have to pay. So that's why, man, through the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, man, He's giving us strength to withhold that, to learn how to control our anger. Because a lot of us just want to just let go. That's why you see so many people crashing out. And they crash out because they have no restraint. And since they have no restraint, that's why a lot of them getting themselves in big time trouble, because they have no restraint. Well, I hope that this lesson was edifying to all the Akim. Shalom.